Hey, kitty, kitty. Where's cat?
Look at that. My son cooked these chicken nuggets. How long did you cook them? 18 minutes. And we having a feast. We did this instead of going to Wendy's today. I didn't want to spend $25 at Wendy's.
Normally, on my day off, I'd be sleeping. But I had to wash clothes. Because I worked the weekend, I only got 3 shirts. So I had to wash clothes. And yesterday was the 30th. And the day's the 31st. It's the last day of the year, 2024. And I'm staying up all night. I don't know how long I'll be up today. Maybe take a nap. But I got that thing that goes on the back of the car where I can haul a couple of bags of trash off. So we're going to try to use it today. I had like a year worth of video I put on there, private and all. So hopefully when I pass away, my children will, if I leave them passcodes, YouTube's still around and they'll be able to watch them if they want to. Some of them might be too painful, but I'm trying to make lots of memories with the grandkids, but I'm on private. I just went back and watched them, so that's kind of healing. I had some stuff when my wife's in the hospital, so I put that on a private video and taking it off my phone, and if something happens to my phone, I ain't gotta worry about it. But I had a kind of weird thing. They laid me off. My foot a bone popped in my foot. So I was going to try to take short-term disability. Now this was in 2020 by August 17th, whatever that Wednesday or Thursday was. My foot popped. Well, I went to the hospital and they gave me a boot. They told me I couldn't come to work like that. So I applied for short-term, but my wife had a blood clot from a heart cath, about lost her leg. So she was in the hospital fighting that. And at that time, they wouldn't let you go in the hospital because of the pandemic. So that's the last time, or the day before that, the last time I seen this guy, 2020 in August. And I've been making videos, and I guess one of them got real popular, recommended, and he seen my wife passed. And like December the 13th, my wife's phone still has service. He texted that number, and I charged it up to keep it charged because I got service till April. And I seen a message, and he said who it was. So I texted him back, and, he said we might hook up, asked me how I was doing. I told him the truth. I said, well, I feel better. I'm feeling better. But, I guess the grieving process is really tough. We was together a long time. But Christmas was rough. Christmas Day, I went over my daughters, and they were doing their thing in the kitchen. And I sat in the couch because, it's hard to stand up a long time. So the oldest grandbaby kind of in and out. I was messing with my phone, and she made some leftovers. I ate that, and my son was outside. And then I tried to call my mom, and she was busy at my sister's husband's sister. They were doing finger food, so they were about to eat, and she was busy doing that. And, it's Christmas Day, and used to we'd be at home doing our own thing. So I was over at my daughter's, and I felt the most I've felt alone, and I was around 5 people. And then my little grandbaby got up, and then they wanted to burn something, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling too good anyway, but the smell was so strong coming from the smoke and I guess the Christmas presents. They went ahead and burned it. They like burning stuff, and the door was cracked, so you could smell it coming in, and I was tired anyway because I didn't get a lot of sleep when I got off work. And then I went to get some Chinese food, and I still got like 9 small Chinese. And I got some beef and broccoli, but a couple of them tasted grainy, so I don't know if they put dirt in it or didn't wash something, the vegetables or the snow peas. So it's kind of been a little grainy. And the beef has a lot of fat in it. So it doesn't have the chicken doesn't have as much fat that I've noticed. So I'm gonna probably just stick with the chicken and broccoli, use my little colander to drip the juice out. My son uses the juice for his food, and it cuts down on my salt intake. So, you know, just hanging out with that. But yeah, that's the most I felt alone. But when I went into the little Chinese restaurant, you know, they see me coming in there all the time, and I order a big thing. They say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and 2 or 3 of them in there, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and I felt more cheered up and greeted, even though it's business, than I did being with my own family. So that was really crazy, you know. But today I got to go over and see grandbabies, and it was kind of cool. And then you can't stay too long because then they get ill and they got to get some sleep. So just reminiscing on the New Year's and rambling on, and probably put a bunch of stuff together. I like making these crazy collages, I call them. You know, just putting a bunch of random stuff together. My son can't stand it because he was going to help me make some videos, and he wants to do it a certain way and have it so professional. But then, you know, I like doing the collages. He's wanting to get his permit, so probably start taking himself to work in March. I'm worried to death on a motorcycle. But I wouldn't want to ride one of them things, and he has no fear. And he said, "Well, if I don't go faster than 70, I was like, "What? You gonna be going on all the back holes with the roads, holes in the road?" So, you know, I worry about that, and you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. You just have to take one day at a time, take 1 week at a time, and you know, I was just joking around. And I said, "Well, you know, my son, he can't remember what day I go to work, and my daughter's busy with her family." And I said, "If I get sick, I'd have to go to, you know, some third world country like the Philippines or something. And, you know, even if I didn't get married, just to get somebody to take care of me." And I said, "Y'all ain't gonna do it. But if I eat healthy and continue the process and don't get hurt, then maybe I'll be here for a while."
Saw my hand turn white. Isn't that crazy? Kind of repurposing things, you know. We got my wife wanted a TV in here, but you know, I don't watch TV like that, so there's no reason to put a TV in here. I like coming in here to relax or make videos, but I got all my wife's pictures still up there. I got my foot powders, and you know, we're about out of the washing powder, so that's a brand new bottle there I had to put in the other room. You know, it goes over here somewhere, but and then there's the good stuff. It's like Snuggles, but it's better. I forget what you call it. And I bought these diet green teas, but they kind of have an aftertaste. Sam's Choice, but the Lipton you can get from Walmart, and they're diet. Sam's don't carry them, and you get them from the Dollar General, but they taste better. So I got to drink these other ones before they go bad, you know. But I've kind of repurposed the little area. I got my wife's little handicap tag, and her ashes are behind that thing that went on her wedding cake and all that. So I don't know. It's kind of looking like some kind of mountaineer redneck hillbilly shrine, but it's not. It just ended up being that stuff placed in there. You know, I'm not praying to it or anything, so I don't think I'm weird. But one of these days, once I get where I can handle things, maybe I'll straighten it up, or you know, the Lord brings me somebody else. Maybe they'll help. But right now, it'll be probably that way that I die, and I might live a long time.
So I know I just wanted to ramble on a little bit. I was thinking of crazy talk. I said, let's do something crazy. It's New Year's. Let's go out to a club and hear the dancing and all. And I was like, being up all night, I don't want to do that. I don't like all that noise now. And even when you try to be around people and they're working and everybody's talking and carrying on, or TV and all that, it's too much for me to absorb, you know. So we're just trying to keep going. I've been watching this show. It's on the third season. I watch 3 episodes a night. It's called From, and somehow these people end up going down the road, and there's a tree, and they go around, and they come to this town, and they keep looping around till they finally realize they're stuck in town. And that's how they get new people. And over the years, all these people went in this little place, and they had to deal with all these creatures and everything, and it's a lot of drama. So I'm watching I just watched the 5th episode of season 3, which is pretty good. So I like doing that. My wife first passed about a month. I was trying to get on dating sites, and then my kids got mad at me. And then I guess I wasn't really serious because I was looking online and I knew better because, I've always been terrible at dating. Maybe 3 months the most. And then when I met my wife, she stuck with me. And, it's like a date never ended. And then children, and grew old, got sick and all that. And then she went to be with the Lord. She beat me. So I'm going to catch up with her one day. But I'm trying to slow it down now, eating chicken and broccoli, and, I'm doing better, feel better. But I had, I think what happened when my foot, it's kind of, that guy called me, and when my foot snapped, they had that little piece of bone in it, it made me walk funny. And then it shifted everything. So it kind of shifted my vertebrae, and because I was having to walk different, and because I always walked on the kind of the balls of my feet, and I was having to learn how to walk on the heels like a normal person, I guess. And it just threw me off. I couldn't walk fast, and I was having to walk in boots because I couldn't stand up in shoes and all kind of stuff. Everything was kind of awkward and throwing me off, so it misaligned everything where I about got where I couldn't do anything. And then I went to work, and I did what I could, as long as I could, till they ran me off. And, and then I had a little weekend job. I really loved that job. And then they laid us off because of the economy. And I just seen a job pop up today, but, I couldn't get under the machines and crawl around them, all that sawdust cutting in you. And, it pays like $19.10, which ain't bad, and you probably get overtime, but, they swing shifts. So I don't want to do that. Day shift, night shift, day shift, night shift. I work night shift now. You don't think about too much, and it's helped me grieve over my wife. And they do some cool stuff, like somebody's fixing to bring some, what do you call it, like finger food or something, like meatballs and all that stuff that I don't get anymore unless you have to go to a fancy schmancy place. But they're going to bring that and those little weenies and some dips and stuff, and I can't eat healthy. But I'm not going to eat any chicken and broccoli before I go in that day, so I can eat that stuff. And I got nominated to bring the drinks, and so it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So you never know, people that you've touched their lives and they've touched your lives, and life's so fast and so long, and then it's so short. Because when you're going through it, sometimes it seems long, but when you look back, it's really short. And then when you look at somebody else that's at the end and they're gone, it was really short. So, but life is really short. But if you mess up, you ain't got enough time to fix it. But, it's crazy. But I first got on there and talked to some scammers of sites and all, and I finally deleted all of it and got my head quick. And I tell you, for me, besides doing YouTube, and I couldn't watch TV or anything, so I was like, what'd I do? And I don't go to drinking or whatever, and so that's why I guess I got distracted while I wasn't working. And now, when I got the car from my wife in August, and it's got some issues with it. It's not wanting to start, so I don't know if the battery or what it is. I have bad luck with cars. But Sirius Radio, I had a trial membership with it, and I got a deal when it ended. They gave me a deal for $3 and something a month for 3 years. So that ain't bad. You know, it's like, what, 30-something cents a day or something like that. And when I get in the car or on my phone with the app, I can listen to Sirius Radio. Even though there's, 400 channels on the radio in the car, and maybe 700 on your phone or whatever. Right now, I mainly listen to BMP, which is like dance music. Just listen to that, and then I'll pull my phone up and then pull the song up, and I'm putting them on a playlist, like cool songs. I think I got it. I might have it private, but if not, you see the ones I'm putting on there. I hadn't put them all, but I got about 6, and then I skipped a bunch in like 30 to 50, so there's like 20, 30 songs on there right now. But it might be there's about 60 songs, but I've only got about 30 of them wrote on another piece of paper, and hopefully I don't do them again. That takes time to do all that when I want to do other stuff or not worry about it. So, I try to stay organized. I got like my TV shows, what I've seen, and list and all that, and then I got to figure out how to prepare this stuff when I pass away. I'm going to try to get at least the cremation paid for, and then, maybe put the land in trust if I live long enough. Hopefully my kids maybe see this video. Do it now. All the time get those things in the mail. We'll buy your land for like pennies on the dollar. And I'm like, this is some new trash I got today. And used to you get those calls, and now I got to be available to answer the phone in case somebody calls out. We get in trouble. So I can't have, there's a thing on the iPhone you can put like turn off unknown calls. So I have to have that on now. So if I don't know who it is, I don't answer, because usually it's some kind of weird solicitation or something. But if you did that, you don't get any of those. And if your phone don't know who it is, you don't get important calls either. But I feel like I'm driven, and I'm on a purpose, and I'm being guided what to do, if that makes any sense. Even though sometimes I feel like, what am I supposed to do? Why am I here? But seeing the grandbabies today, and I just uploaded a little 4-minute video for private, so you can't see it unless they release it in the future. But, people weird about grandkids, so I don't really want to have them on there too much. But I feel guided because I got the education. Now I'm getting older. I don't have the networking, and I guess I could, but the way I learn, I have to really do it. And a lot of these people want places, they act like they want you to have some kind of internship or anything, but pretty much it's networking, and you got to convince people you can do it. And just a lot of jobs, I'd have to travel or be away from family, and if you make a lot of money, they expect you to pretty much run the company. So, is it worth giving up your soul to not have anything? And, I don't really need to make all that money anyway. I'm very tight and bored. I would like to start going places and say, hey, look, cool, look at that waterfall, or try something new like the Zaxby's box, maybe. I do like recording what I do and posting it, and I don't go back and watch a lot, but every now and then I'll watch something, or I'll see something pop up. So, that's me. So that's kind of cool to see that. And like today, I got to watch a little bit of the private video, and I got to hear my wife laughing and, talking about the grandbabies, because she really loved the grandbabies. because she was told when she was younger that she wouldn't have children, and she got pregnant with her first marriage and lost that baby. And then it took us a long time to have a baby, and I had to get tested. Nothing wrong with me, but she had like mild dysplasia, which I think is like cervical cancer, a form of it. And then she had a high cervix, and then she had a cyst on her ovary. So it's a miracle that we had 2 beautiful children, and now I got 2 grandchildren. So maybe 3, but we might stop where we're at now. But, and I doubt I have any more children. Who knows? But probably not. But I know there's a purpose. Wherever I'm going, I'll go wherever I'm supposed to be going. 'Cause I seen this cool job, put in for it, and it pays, like $6 more an hour than what I'm making now. And I would be just standing there telling people about where to go, what's fun to do in certain county. And it's a county job. You got to be outside with a tent, so probably rain, and you might be able to come in and then, and all that. Where I work now, I work every other weekend, but at least I get some days off. But that job has some physical things. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. You never know. I was told after 2 weeks to start looking, and I've looked, but nobody's hired. So I might be here till they decide to get rid of me, or I might be here till I retire. You never know. I ain't leaving. I come to work. I try to do my job the best of my ability and understand what I'm supposed to do the best of my ability. My idle brain, I've tried, but I got all those papers, and I said, well, maybe I just wasted my time, because my wife told me when she was sick, about a year, maybe 8 months before she passed, and she said she regretted me going to school. But before I met her, I'd kind of give up, and she kind of encouraged me to finish. But it took me a long time, and then the technical degree, if you wait over 5 years, you got to take them again if you don't finish it. So I got my first degree, electronics engineering and technology, and I would have had to move. And some interviews I had, they put me in a closet in the control panel and told me to figure out what was wrong with it. But we didn't learn how to troubleshoot the electrical. We was doing milliamps. We had to do a little project and stuff like that. Active devices, and technology changes so much, because the teacher that was teaching it, one of them, he was learning with vacuum tubes. Well, the same technology, it used different parts, like resistors, and then microconductors, and OR gates, and then, you had to know how to troubleshoot all that stuff to figure out where the voltage was and what's working. And so it's kind of cool. And then it kind of helped me, I guess, doing cable. And I was there 13 years. And I was going to use it for that job. But then they got rid of cable and started going to Comcast, bought Sky TV and started buying everything, because they've been around a long time, and they knew they needed to have money coming in. And they started buying the TV channels instead of supplying the TV channels to the customer. And then it was a smart move, because, used to they had to charge for a box, and you charge for all these channels, and the only way you get it's cable. Well, then Netflix, and then smart TVs, you get an app, and now a lot of people just have the internet. They don't even have cable TV. So if they hadn't have done that, they wouldn't have survived. But by them doing that, they had to lay off folks. And I got caught up in one of the layoffs, and a career opportunity got caught up, because they downsized, and they kept, it's like a merry-go-round, with a big axe blade on it, or that big old pendulum that swings that you had to run through on a gauntlet. You never knew, is this going to cut this time? Is that going to cut this time? Corporate job. I was there 13 years, and I had insurance for a little while, but yeah, just reminiscing. Last day of the year, rambling on my own song. Looking at my honey roasted peanuts and craziness. My son wanted to play pool tonight, but I said, it's New Year's Eve. And it might get a little wild, even though we'd probably be out there by 9. So it might be all right. I got to go to Walmart and get these 4 sodas for the work party tomorrow, the first day of the year. And, who knows? I might be there 1 more week. I could be there 2 months. I keep trying to eat less, cut back on the bad stuff, and maybe everything will line up a little bit. Because I was talking to one person, and they're probably a scammer, but they were saying, yeah, I'm fixing to run. I'm going to go. And I said, how far you run? 3 or 4 miles. And I'm like, I said, boy, I can't do that no more. I used to do it. And I said, when I first started this job in September, if I'd have went real fast, I would have fell on my face. Because, everything was kind of awkward. Now I might not fall on my face, but if I turn or twist so much, I'm going down. So, I gotta be careful. Your body it don't do what you want it to do. It does what it wants to do. I feel a little better, physically, mentally. It's hit and miss because it's rough, having the kids and all that. But then it's kind of crazy. I was talking to one of my wife's friends. See me, I was waiting on my daughter to come my son's gift card or his discount card, and she just stopped to kind of console me, my wife passing. And so my daughter seen the lady in the car, didn't recognize, said, she jumped out of the car, said, who's that? Who you talking to? You gonna be talking to somebody, getting all mad because you thought I was talking to somebody. I said, I ain't talking to nobody. She just consoling me, asking how I was with my wife passing. So, my kids are they ain't gonna let me date anybody anyway, but it's kind of funny. I had to sneak away like I'm cheating on my kids or something if I wanted to see anybody, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to be going there and take a nap, and then I kind of get to be with my wife. I look at her pictures and all that, which is kind of weird, I guess. But, I still miss her. I look at her picture, hear her smile, and I have it's like I zone back in time, like, yeah, there she is. So, if you can record stuff and save it, it's probably a good idea because you never know. And Harry Potter was playing on some kind of, on Sci-Fi, believe it or not. Harry Potter was playing, and when I watched it before, I seen it, but there's so many details that I didn't realize all that was going on, but it had a wanted picture of a wizard. He was doing, and it was playing in the background like a live picture. And now the iPhone kind of does that. You take a live picture and you scroll, and it'll move and stop, which is kind of cool. It's like a little video, but you can still save the picture. But it's kind of like that. Once you move it, it don't do it by itself. But it's like little video, a book coming after Harry Potter, one show. I forget what movie it was, because it was playing during job duties. But it's kind of like that. So a regular picture you just see sitting up there. If you are familiar with the video or the scene and your mind hadn't went kapooey yet, then you might have a memory of it. But once, it's kind of like somebody passes and goes to I seen this the other day, it's kind of morbid. Somebody passes and they go to the buried in a cemetery. Well, eventually the people that love them, that knew them, will go see them, and eventually they'll quit. they won't be going there no more. And then if it's what kind of cemetery it is, they might even repurpose where they bury that person to the next generation or 2 generations. If it's in the family, that's like valued real estate, like 20 grand for that little spot. So that's why I'm going to get cremated for about $1,300 if I pay for it now. By the time, if I live 20 years, it might be 10 grand to get cremated and 100,000 for a funeral. Who knows? Or give me all your land. Ain't no telling what they'll be doing with us then. Just watching too much TV or YouTube, and I seen something where they was talking about the new tax laws would affect Elon Musk the most because a lot of his stuff's imported, and they said that's why he wants to go to Mars, because he's ran out of lithium on the Earth and he wants to get all lithium from Mars. So you got to really watch what all these people say and not really listen to it, but you never know what's going on. You just listen to all this crazy stuff, you're like, what? So, don't get caught up in it, because you ain't got enough time to keep up with all of it. Just drink your diet tea, diet Mountain Dew, which I quit. I'm on them again, and my coffee, that helps with me anyway. Feeling good. And wearing these Air Cloud shoes, or On Cloud, whatever they are. I think they're On Cloud. OC, so I think it's On Cloud. They're pretty nice. The only thing, we had to mop and all that. I spilled mop water on one of them, and I was like, man, did I wash these shoes? But my foot was dry, and I said, okay, it didn't hurt it, but I just got to be careful now, because hopefully in 2 months we won't have to do it anymore. And then probably when we're not doing all the grunt work like that, then that's probably when they'll say, well, we don't need you. We kept you during the grunt work, but you got to have a good personality, and I think they like me for that, and feel sorry about my wife and all, but I try to do a good job, but it could be dangerous. But washing clothes and drying clothes, and I'm forced to put this thing together, putting it off as long as I can. Just trying to make videos, enjoy life, see my little grandbabies, and they're growing up. The youngest one now is I'm starting to kind of understand some of the words he's saying, because he does, so that's kind of cool. But I just put all this video together. My son was telling me, I had a Samsung before, and now with Samsung, you can buy a memory, like $100 and something, and you can use that memory, and it can put apps on your memory card that you can run the apps off of that and not have to run them off your phone. So if your phone's like 256, you get a 256 card, now you got half a gig for, $500 or $200, whatever it costs, and somebody with an iPhone is going to pay $1,800, or maybe $900. So you're getting, with a Samsung, if this works out, you'll be able to get memory for maybe a fifth of the price that you would be able to get it on the iPhone. And you can't expand your memory on the iPhone, at least I can, on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. You have to have cloud storage, and that costs a lot of money. So Samsung, if they get that memory figured out where you can use it, and it operates at a fast speed, that'll be a game changer. And if iPhone don't follow suit, and Samsung gets a little bit better quality camera and memory and speed and the price, then they'll overtake iPhone. iPhone will have to compete, catch up. But, so we'll see. I was thinking about getting a new phone, like an iPhone 20. I like the iPhone, but if Samsung catches up, Tesla was supposed to have one called the Pi or something like that, but it never come to fruition. But yeah, just talking about all this crazy stuff, thinking about, and get it all on the movie and have it here. And I can add more stuff later on. And probably watch more TV shows about 9 o'clock. I've been up all night. Last day of the year. Or just chilling out. See what I can get into and maybe get sleepy here another hour or so. I want to get these clothes out. I got to hang them up, so yeah, that's a nice way to keep your clothes from getting wrinkled. Wash and dry them. When they're hot, hang them up. Then you don't have to iron them. Yeah. Any little trick I can get. So I got the heavy duty trailer net off with this little net here. Isn't that cool? My son put it together. What all did you have to put together on it? You had to put everything together. And the bar that hooks into the hitch on the car. So yeah. Yep. All in the trash, y'all. All about 3 bags. So it worked. It works. Look at that. We're up here over O'Reilly's. And they got a Buc-ee's cup too. Isn't that cool?
I got a Buc-ee's cup also. What's up with that? Buc-ee's everywhere.
We took the trash off. We put the net back in the box. And it fits in the back seat. So we don't want to cut the seat up, but we didn't want to go home and have to come all the way back out. So it hauls off the trash without making it stink. Woohoo! Look at the ducks. Look at the duckies. That's so cool. I already got Valentine's Day. It's already December the 31st. Hey. This is a fireworks stand. And people buying fireworks in front of Sam's Club. Ain't that cool? You can get anything you want at Wally World. What's up? See, this is the New Year's Eve, and the fireworks are here. Look how windy it is. That hair just flopping around everywhere. And all the flags, they gonna be shooting these fireworks, and it's probably gonna catch some fires. So
That's
hopefully they won't burn anything down. We're at Sam's Club, eating the last hot dog of the year. They closed at 5:03. I couldn't get my pizza, my meats lovers, so I had to figure out something else. Well, my luck always runs in weird. But see here, the button, you're supposed to put your foot on the brake, and then everything lights up, and you push this button and the thing starts. Well, I don't know if the battery's dead or what, or the key fob battery's dead. It's crazy, but we're at Sam's still, and we can't go nowhere because the car won't start. We went to O'Reilly's earlier, and well, waiting on a ride, come up here to buy some fireworks. So have no idea what's wrong with the car. Couldn't jump it off. Don't know if the key fob's dead, won't start. The battery needs replacing. The battery in the car, electronics things. I don't know. They had to get something. My son-in-law and son went to Walmart, and I'm sitting here. He's gonna give me a ride home, and then we're gonna see some fireworks. But this is like normal. So aggravating. So aggravating. Car won't start. So I'm gonna be learning some new skills on why the car won't start. Because, you know, it act like it want to start. You put your foot on the brake, but it could be the key fob. The battery connections look good. It could be where I had the tow thing put on the car, and they might have shorted it out, or it might be grounded the wrong way. Who knows? It looks like it's grounded right, but could be the moisture getting in the car. They said I needed to spend money here, money there to keep the car running, and I wanted to buy cars and flip them, but cars just really make me mad. But if I got older cars and YouTube, it'd keep me busy, because it's like, what's wrong with this thing now? What's wrong with this thing now? So, you know, happy New Year's Eve,
We're gonna see some fireworks here in a little bit, get some coffee, and hopefully nobody breaking my car. I wanted Toyota, and this car's turning out, you know, then it got hit by a deer and the battery won't start. It's turned out to be the worst car. I should have got a Toyota Camry like I wanted. And most expensive I've paid for a car in a while. But it'll be all right. Just another day in the grind, man. And I get to go to first shift, which is gonna be cool. So I'll get to take a lunch and get me a cheeseburger. We got home. Now this car I've been kind of neglecting, so I'm gonna have to get the tires and the oil change and transmission. Keep it up to date since the other car's acting up. And the Nissan is kicking the Toyota's butt. And I got my Diet Mountain Dew, so we're gonna go over here and bring in, probably not all the way to New Year, but we're gonna go see some fireworks at my son-in-law and daughter's house. New Year's Eve pork chops. Look at that. My daughter cooking. She got the flour, the pork chops, and the master chef, the chef hit.
That's my favorite. A good minute, man. Hell, nice.
Yep, finished pork chop. So I'm gonna eat this New Year's Eve.
Super duper hot.
Mmm. There's another pork chop.
Marjorie.
Macaroni.
Tell me I'm so glad you answered the phone earlier. It's soft enough yet.
Hurry up.
Yes.
Kel.
Hey!
There's people behind them shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then a house.
Look, no.
Oh! That's what you get!
Yeah, and then that shit rebounded back. What if you go bald because your hair gets shot? Yeah, y'all play too
I wasn't gonna do it if
What
he
was you
didn't
gonna do
do
if
it.
your hair caught on fire?
I'll probably like put it off.
You got that, baby.
Parker.
Hey!
That was like a missing video, bro.
Why is she lying?
Yeah, like,
It's not
Yeah,
lying.
she
Fibber.
said she got you on 4K.
Pull it up now.
Pull it up there.
It's like
cuss it up, bro. I thought I like Ollie sometimes.
Yeah,
I should say he be hitting Leon. That'd be your problem.
Beat, you know.
Don't. Sorry, go leave. Yeah, Molly Whopper. What's this, man? Oh, you remember how I did you? I like. Bro, I like. Here, I like.
fuck.
Why you here?
Come here. And then go. Going too much, and I'm not gonna put my hand in front of it. Come here.
Do we get along later at the house?
Oh, boy,
Back up!
Sorry, fight!
Line up for Parker. Line up for Parker.
Man, go light her off that thing. I'm good. I bet you.
Wow. Whenever you guys
Back up. What the fuck off, bro? Take the hell out. No, that's fine. Y'all don't do that.
Hey, y'all get shots?
I don't want to be holding it while it's lit.
No, don't say that.
I want it to not be lit while I'm holding it. They did light it.
Walking into people with it. Parker did burn Ashton's jacket though. If it wouldn't have been double layered, he would have got burnt.
I got it! Trey, what's up now? Got! Don't be stupid. Let's get over here. Back up. I will burn you.
Do it.
Let's be at once.
Right. Look at the ground.
Parker up. Parker came with a fire. I did too.
Come here. Don't put stuff on fire.
Do you like that?
Parker up. Parker came with a fire.
I did too.
Come here. Don't put stuff on fire.
Do you like that? I did too.
Come here. Don't put stuff on fire. Come on, Parker.
It's okay. You're in safe distance. Turn around. Watch it.
All right, turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Right.
I bet there's going to be a lot of fires because of that wind tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Blew it right out.
This is s'mores. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm about to show you something.
I missed it. Oh.
Why move to the city when you can move to the country and have enough fireworks?
And then you see all the stars, all that good stuff.
I know. You think she has any more college?
Huh?
Think she has any more college?
Good, good.
I missed it. Oh.
Why move to the city when you can move to the country and have a fireworks?
That's good. For being able to be a little thing like that. That's good. For being able to be a little thing like that.
The famous burn barrel. A famous burn barrel. See, that's like a tire hub, ain't it? Off a tire.
That's what it looks like, you know what? I ain't really 100% sure.
Yeah, I ain't either.
To what?
Can you help to do that?
I'm wetting the ground. Don't wet the fire, wet the ground.
What would that be?
Yeah, we wet the ground so if something falls out of the fire, it falls on the wet ground and it puts the fire out. Okay?
Can I give you a little bit?
Back up.
Can I talk to you now?